September 16th, 2025, Idlewise Board of Commissioners meeting. It's 9 a.m. and we're calling the meeting to order. And the first thing we'll do is make a motion to discuss and approve the agenda.
Second.
And we will have a non-public session today to discuss a legal issue.
And an employee issue.
Employee matters.
Matters.
Matters, not an issue.
Yeah, it's not an issue.
Excuse me, is this the meeting for Idlewise?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank
Have
you.
a seat.
If I can find a seat.
With those two non-public items on the agenda, any other modifications? All in favor of the agenda with those modifications?
Aye.
Aye.
3-0. Next, we'll do the approval of the minutes of September 9th.
Yep.
I had two little things.
Mm-hmm.
On the DPW report, the 1, 2, 3, 4th bullet,
Yep.
5th bullet,
Okay.
Fifth bullet. Yep.
arranging a date to remove the swim rafts and getting ready to install the speed bumps. He's getting ready to remove the speed bumps.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I could have said installed.
You should keep them there all
I
year
meant
round.
remove.
More than me.
Okay.
And then I have a suggestion is at the very end, we're not, item number 10, we're going into non-public session
Yes.
to do an inspection of the facility at the top of Oak Ridge.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, gotcha.
With those two changes, do you have any more there, Woody?
Yeah, I might be.
Yeah, pretty
I
minor.
found one that I didn't get.
Again, under DPW, very first bullet, road work on Appinville it says has completed, should be has been completed, so it's just a grammatical thing. And yeah, I saw the same thing with the, I was just gonna say arranging for date to remove swim rafts and speed bumps. Word it
Gotcha.
whatever you want, as long as it's not install. Uninstall, remove, take away.
I'm still in summer mode.
Yeah.
Do you have anything?
I had the
The speed bumps.
speed
Yeah.
bumps.
We all
Okay,
got
gotcha.
it. We all hit the speed bump.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause the
All in
buses would
favor of
appreciate
those
it if
modified
we
minutes?
Removed them.
Aye, gone.
Aye.
3-0 on the minutes.
Great.
I just wanted to make the bus driver happy.
Yep.
At 9:03, we'll go to approval of manifests. We have an operations manifest for $9,365.11.
Yep.
We'll make a motion to discuss and approve that manifest.
Second.
Any interesting things on the manifest?
No, pretty small bill items, other than payroll.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm being reimbursed for my Microsoft license for 360.
Yes.
I noticed that it's going to go up to $99 the next time I have to pay for it.
Mine's going up from 99 to 129, but I'm on Microsoft 365.
Wow.
I sent this morning, my,
Yeah, you need to send the
2025.
receipt. You need to send me the confirmation that they charged your credit card.
I'll have to go back and find the
Yeah,
credit card.
that's what Nancy and.
They never send me
Mark
that,
said.
they just say it has been, you know.
No, they usually send a receipt, so.
They didn't to me, but I'll find the credit card bill and show you, the same
Okay.
$99,
That's what I had to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't find one either. But I don't think they send them.
Yeah, then they gave me another bill saying, next year it will be, but
Oh.
not the,
Okay, so what else we have on
It is what
here?
it is.
yeah.
How much
We
did
have-
you say yours was, Mark? I'm sorry.
Yours was 69
Because-
something.
Yeah.
60
yeah,
something.
Wasn't, yeah.
Yeah.
Yours was the cheapest out of everybody.
Yeah, because mine was
You got
99.
lucky.
Yeah, well, he's got a different plan than the Microsoft 365.
So these are all small items.
Yeah.
Street lighting was $106, but the rest of it's just payroll.
Correct.
Right.
Okay. Any questions on this manifest?
No.
Nope.
All in favor of it?
Aye.
Aye.
3-0 on this manifest.
Great.
Then we go to a water system manifest of $2,487.47. I'll make a motion to discuss and approve this manifest.
Yep.
Second.
And this is a one-line item manifest where the water system is paying off the credit card purchases that were made for the water system for
Yes.
$2,487.47.
Yeah.
Any discussion on that?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
3-0 on that. So at 9:05, we'll move to the DPW report. Good morning, Jeff.
Hello. So, well, we're, like I said, continuing on getting ready for winter operations with repairing the roads and laying down some gravel and we did some rock plucking and
I saw you on Blendon
blending. We
in a
did some,
precarious place pulling rocks out of the road.
yeah, well, we're also cleaning those culverts over there that tends to get gagged up and then the water kind of runs across the road. So a few spots where water iced up on us last year during the winter is what we've been concentrating on cleaning up. West Bergamo, Upper Lakeview, Blendon, that's one of them. So that's what we were kind of doing last week a little bit too in preparation for that. So we're gonna keep doing those things, getting the gravel down, the calcium down, rolling it in, and hopefully having it firm up before the roads.
That got pretty rough there.
Yeah, so we're still working on some of those rough spots.
So on Blendon, that's on the dirt part of the road where it approaches
Yes.
West Bergamo? That area?
Yes.
Yeah, that is rough, okay.
Yeah, so that's gonna get smoothed over tomorrow or Wednesday, or Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep rolling on that. I wanted to ask about the tight tank. Should I make a call on getting somebody to take a look at possibly pumping that soon? I know we talked a little bit about it, but, should I I'll make a phone call on
Well,
that,
you're gonna
just to
call-
get an idea.
Mitch?
Yes, yeah, and get an idea about that, and have him take a look-see. So I'll give him a shout. The signs, so I didn't have a Geneva Place sign, I have a Geneva Beach sign that must have come off. So, I don't know.
We do need a Geneva.
So we're gonna need a Geneva Place, the road sign for that.
I'm gonna give you a Como Street. I think that's the only one that's named Street out of the 60 roads.
Really?
And the road is as long as this room.
Right, I know. But somebody needs to know where Cuomo is, because their
Both
GPS is
ends.
telling them to go.
So I have one for you to mount on the pole
Okay,
that's at Hotwell and Como. And then I have a couple more that I'll put up on select
those
trees.
are the green ones?
No,
No, those
it's
white
white
ones.
ones.
Okay, just kinda curious how maybe we'll do
The
that.
green ones that we were getting from this company were too small, like the ones we put up at
Right,
Presidential
right,
and Big Loop. And then I thought, we could try ordering a non-street sign from that company. The company doesn't call them street signs, but they let you specify widths and heights.
Yeah.
I could probably get one and tell them to make this green. And it would
Right.
be we could get the same material that was used on the Hotwell parking lot signs, the big ones that were aluminum with a
right.
substrate of the corrugated plastic and then another aluminum. That's
Right.
pretty stiff stuff.
Yeah,
So,
cause I wonder if they, I've got a couple old ones kicking around, but not many. The things that go in the regular sign posts.
the ones that
The
hold it at
tops
the
that
top,
hold it, yes.
like that.
And those would fit right in there, cause there's like a set screw on each side that holds them in. Again, we don't have many posts left.
Yeah.
What's
You should
there,
get posts.
we should get some posts
Yeah.
as well, and some of those tops as well. I know you tend not to like putting them on posts, but there's some spots where you just can't put
Yeah.
them somewhere else, so.
Right.
Yeah.
I have one post left.
How many posts do you think you need?
Well, I don't know, you had like 4 signs or something that you had ordered, and I gotta order this other one, which I believe Geneva Place has a post.
That's right.
It does.
But Cuomo has the one side, but I'm not sure about the other side.
The
of
other
it.
side has the old Idlewise sign that has worn off.
The wooden one on.
And I'm gonna put a white one on the same
On that.
tree that one's on,
I see.
Okay.
up high.
So the
But
other
the other,
side
the other
has a
end,
post.
it has the post. And I believe it might even have the top piece.
It might.
Do you prefer that we try the green sign? Try ordering a green sign?
If we can measure up what the original ones are and get the right size, if they make them to that size, like you
Well,
said.
I think you can specify
Right, that's what I'm
width and
saying.
height.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can get it exactly like the old one,
But
but
pretty
roughly
close.
big enough so you can read it in
Right, and the
distance.
letters to be that size, we could kind of make a couple measurements, but that'd be nice.
Wanna try that?
Yeah.
Green Como sign, see? And you want to approve of a budget to buy posts and holders?
Yeah. I mean,
What would that
I don't
budget
know,
be?
I'd say a half a dozen posts maybe to get started, just to see, I mean, unless they were to come and say, well, if you buy 10, you get them for,
Any
it's-
idea what kind of budget you want for that?
I don't, I've never purchased them, I don't, I mean, I could look into it first
Got a
or
rough
something.
idea? Anything in your memory on that?
It's been a while,
It's
I'm
been a
sure,
while.
Nancy,
Make
since you
a,
bought
make a
it.
motion that you can buy 6 posts and caps.
Second.
Aye.
How do you
Aye.
vote? 3-0.
Thank you.
So get 6 of them.
Okay. So I see the 7 Middle Shore here. Yeah, so I'm aware of that, I've seen that, I know what that looks like.
Yeah, I just took the pictures so that
Yeah.
everybody would see
Right,
what
right.
we're all talking about.
Yeah, so now, we dug that out to expose the culvert. It's a road culvert that goes across the road there. And it fills up, and it was non-existent for a while, it was gagged up, so we dug it out. In digging it out, there's a shut-off right in the way to dig, where the culvert exits. That over the years, whenever I've dug it out, I've talked with the water Simply Water, about maybe possibly moving that back. It hasn't happened, it hasn't really, it's not an issue, but it definitely is something that is right in the line of the exit of that culvert. So we did that, and then we had that culvert flush when Balmore was here. So that culvert's fully functioning and everything's working as it should. It just looks different than it used to. And then now the water from the road is eroding the cover of the pipe. So that pipe's exposed now, that culvert.
Yeah.
And that's something that we're gonna want to address.
Have you seen this water?
No.
We saw it walking Jake by it.
Nancy sent pictures.
She
Yeah,
took
Yeah.
I saw the
pictures.
pictures, yes.
So we're gonna clean up the ditch line and try to get the water running properly, so it's not gonna erode that culvert anymore.
As far as moving it,
Right,
Curb valve
that's
or
like
the
3
culvert?
grand.
is it really?
Yeah.
Okay,
So if we can do a fix where the culvert's not, I see the biggest problem with the shut-off being there is years from now, coming with the backhoe to work on that ditch and not seeing it.
right, well, that's, like I said, that's usually what the problem is, that gets buried, I mean, that's been buried right under the
Yeah,
ground,
you can tell.
like by a foot, and I dig it out with a shovel, cause I've known where it is for the last 9 years.
Wow.
So what I would like you to think about, I'd like to avoid the $3,000.
And that's
If-
fine by me, you know what I mean,
If it could be fixed by 1.5 inch rock in that ditch, leaving a way that the water, that there's not rock passing by the new rock on the inside of where it is. Maybe we need to be there rather than me waving my hands around.
Well, I can mark
I
it
have
with just,
Sicilian in my heritage, so I can talk to him, nobody else understands. Be a lot of hand waving.
right,
Jeff understands Italian
I don't think
exactly.
you need to be
You get me going, I'm going like
So-
that too, so.
Yeah.
So if we can fix it without $3,000 to.
Yeah, no, it's not like I
Well,
need
mark
it
it.
moved back.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? We
It's
get in
there,
there and we make
now's
it
the time
happen.
to talk about it.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I know we can make it happen. And as far as it being moved back, it hasn't happened, so it's not something we have to do, you know?
Right.
And I realize that I'll do things a different way with that, but, yeah, so all that's fine. I mean, I see where the homeowner's concern is with certain things,
Yeah.
but that's the road eroding, making that pipe look like that. And another thing that looks different is the fact that we did dig the pipe out, the culvert out, so,
Culvert,
you know,
We
I
gonna
don't know
resend that?
where, huh?
Are we gonna re-bury that?
No, I need that ditch line open for that culvert to flow. But I need
Are you
to,
talking about the
I need
exposed
to,
top
I
of
need to
it?
bury
Yeah.
the cover of the
Yes.
pipe, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, where it eroded. I'm not gonna fill in the ditch.
No.
But I'm gonna fill in where the culvert's covered.
Where it's
over the-
exposed.
Over the ditch,
Yeah,
so to speak. Yeah, no,
Right.
where the culvert exits has to stay.
Yeah.
You know, that's gotta continue to drain into the woods.
yep,
And over the pipe will be filled in with gravel and the road will be reconfigured there.
There's a mystery about that area, that culvert. When that whole road got wiped out in 2012, severely damaged, the whole way down.
Right.
And it was a huge project with excavators to fix that road. They discovered
yep.
real close to your
I just, why?
car, real close to her car.
Uh,
So anyway,
Okay, sorry.
the contractor at the time discovered that there was a culvert completely buried on both ends, an old metal one.
Right.
And so he pulled it out and replaced it with the culvert that you had to unbury. So the erosion that happened, there was a big problem at that house years ago where the water from the road was alleged to have come through the property and caused damage to the septic system downhill from it. There's a phenomenon going on with the way the water goes through that area. That road, why that culvert is now getting buried, and the erosion is there. And I think it has to do with the way the water travels down Oak Hill, all the way back up to Upper Lakeview in Riggy.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so
A lot of water, like you say, comes off that hill.
to be eroding right where that is happening, so
Yeah.
that has to be a study all the way back up. And that's changing as this guy builds
Correct.
class 6 rigging
Yes.
into a usable road to get to his property.
Right.
So that might
Even
it
different.
might change,
Right.
what better or worse.
Yeah,
So flagging the top of, if we put stone in and we mark that curb valve, I think that we should have a curb valve marker like
Yeah.
we have on hydrants.
Yep. I was thinking the same thing.
A standard one that goes on curb valves and can be adjusted to go on hydrants as we put them in.
oh, huh,
So
Like-
that we can identify that years from now, is
Yeah.
that's where the
Yeah.
curb valve
Shut
is.
off is for that, yeah.
So I don't know who sells a pretty stiff, or even the ones that you buy for winter,
Right.
Yeah.
Put a whippet there or something there.
but
it's-
attach it with
Yeah, zip ties.
zip ties.
yeah,
But it would be tough with the angle with the cap going like that, but we can figure out a block or something.
Yeah, yeah.
So think about that.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, so that we'll address that like that, yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, and like I said, some of these other things that have got called in on that we're just gonna keep addressing along with the roads. A lot of them have to do with the drainage that we're working on and cleaning these roads up from erosion
Yep.
that's been going on, that we need to lay the gravel out to firm things up before winter, so, that's what we're gonna do.
Yep.
We're gonna try to get that culvert on Briston Stock set up next week. That replacement there, I think it's 31.
Oh, across the driveway.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I looked at the damage being done to the driveway across
The
the
below
road,
driveway.
and I was thinking that the board probably should see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
because the road's not telling a story as severe as what the driveway is. 'cause
Right,
The road just gets enough going across.
it goes right across.
And then that driveway is steeper and
Shoots
it really
down.
rips that driveway up, so I think you
Right.
guys need to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and the homeowner is monitoring it as well.
Right, so I just don't want them to think that that has been forgotten, it's,
No,
No, I
Yeah.
told them we
Right,
haven't forgotten
so-
about them, but
you know, just
I wonder if we should do something for that driveway.
after we have the fix in place, we can, something we could talk about.
At least the beginning of it that's in our 40-foot
Right,
deeded roadway.
right.
and you're gonna work on it next week?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can't get that set up for next
Okay.
week.
Very good.
And do we have an agreement with the homeowners on
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I'd like to touch base, so I'll talk to you, Jen, and get that number.
Yeah, they might still be away. I told you
Right,
that they
but
were
I'd
gonna
leave
be
them
away
that-
for
yeah.
some time.
Yeah, I'll leave them a message,
Yeah.
just to touch base,
Yeah,
that they were
but
all-
they're fully aware.
Yeah,
And some ditch work needs to be done on that. There's no real defined ditch coming into that driveway from above. I think there's a ditch going from the driveway below, but
right.
I think it hasn't been ditched in quite a while.
No, well, see, all that work was done when the Rhine tank was done. So that's kinda, you know, they went down that road with the new line and all that.
The other side.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
but the other side,
I'd have to look at it again.
yeah,
Okay.
but, yeah, that's what I have.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
I'm looking at your, this week,
Yeah,
you have a kind of a concerning line saying, people walking through office parking lot, past shop and up the
Oh,
access road.
yeah.
right, with signs, we're talking, signs. Yeah, so is there some, I mean, I looked at Silver Lake here and all I
You did.
saw was like no trespassing. You know, they didn't really have that, no unauthorized personnel beyond this point. But, yeah, we've seen some action. They come across the office parking lot, cut through the fence.
What are they doing, going through that gap that
Yeah.
I always sneak through?
Yep, they slither through the gap and then walk right up past the shop, up the access road as a cutoff to get in to wherever they're going. I don't know if that's something we wanna put a sign
Would
up.
it be easier for them to walk up to signing?
Well, I guess it's easier for them to do what they're doing, that's why they're doing it.
yeah. Walking their
I don't know
dog.
if we wanna kinda not allow that, or.
I guess getting off 113 is safer.
Right.
True,
But, you know, I don't know, it's just kinda strange.
but, yeah, I don't understand why he's
How many,
accessing with
is it
13.
like one person or is it like been a bunch of different people or you
No.
just don't know?
Just one person
Yeah.
with their dog most of the time.
Huh? That's why.
Must be a small dog to fit through that. Gate gap.
I don't know, I'm kinda
It's a
chubby and
regular
I can
sized
see
dog.
through it.
I attempted to and I was like, forget it.
Why do I think a sign
hurts.
wouldn't stop that?
It probably would. My covers are, I don't know, you know, I don't know, you know.
Yeah, it's just the
Jim
fact
parking
someone
a car
walking
right up
through.
against the opening would do it, but we use it.
So have you
True.
actually personally witnessed this?
Yes.
I have to.
And has this guy been talked to directly saying he can't do this?
No.
No, because by the time, you see him go through, I mean, they'll
She can't
open the
run
window
down
and
the
yell
stairs,
at
yeah.
him, it's,
Well, I
Kind
wouldn't
of
expect you,
like-
but if you were in the
Well,
garage
I mean,
itself.
I mean, do you want me to tell, I could tell him, I don't know, I've kind of been on the fence about, do I say something, do I not say,
well, if it continues happening.
Why are you
I
walking
don't
through
see
here,
why
you know,
we
he's gonna give me
wouldn't
some,
wanna
well,
just
I
ask him
can't,
why
there's
he's
no
using
sign saying
it.
I can't.
Why do you
You know what I
choose to
mean?
use this?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, you know.
But technically it is a
Actually,
no
there is.
unauthorized people allowed in that lot.
There is.
I think
There's a watershed,
On the,
well protection
and then there's a neighborhood watch sign.
that
right
says
on there.
no to cut through there.
Well, I know up the top at the entrance of the access road coming down, there's that sign that says no unauthorized vehicles.
Right.
ATVs type of thing.
To
That's
speak to
vehicles.
everybody.
Right, well, that's,
Might
you know
not
what I mean, it's kinda one of those
understand what
slippery
it
slopes,
means.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
I said, I don't know if I could put a sign up there, if we should buy it, you know, I didn't really see anything I liked. That said the
yeah,
right thing, I don't want,
no,
like, no
I-
trespassing, well, people are allowed to come to the shop. You know what I mean, I don't know, like vendors or whatever.
Well, we know the vendors that
Right.
usually.
They don't walk through that gate though.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it's-
Right.
So you wanna put a sign on the gate saying,
Well, I'm
No
asking
trespassing.
what you guys think, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I am
close
It-
the gate?
yeah,
The
Like-
gate's closed, it's just
It's
that little
closed,
opening.
But there's a gap you can
But
fit
Can
through.
you do that, can you close that too?
Oh, put a piece of chain across it or something? Yeah, since we don't use that,
You don't,
I could put a piece of chain, bolt like a piece of chain or across it. And then nobody'd be slipping through it.
That might solve the problem. But we probably should still have a sign, no unauthorized people or personnel.
you have a chain?
Yeah, I do.
Try the chain and padlock. It'll be just the dog that goes through.
It'll run home, it knows where to go.
Want a sign too?
yeah, I
Yeah.
think,
What's the
think
sign
we-
say?
yeah.
No unauthorized personnel
Right.
beyond this point, or just no unauthorized personnel.
yeah.
And I could check like Paris Farmers and see if they have the typical generic, I didn't know, they did, you know, they had like no trespassing beyond this point or no unauthorized, you know, I didn't really see what I liked
Yeah,
over
just
here.
a straightforward.
But I'll see if they have something at Paris Farmers and I'll report back to Jen if it's something we had to add to.
Well, I'm gonna order
I
one.
like
Okay,
that
I was gonna
sign.
say, if you
Yeah.
wanted
that
to just
sign on
order
the
it, then
door.
just order it then, cause then you could get it to say exactly what you want, Mark, you know,
Restricted?
so.
Restricted area, do not enter.
Like if people
authorized
don't get it
personnel
after
only.
looking at that, I don't know, there's something
I'm
wrong.
gonna order a Como sign and at least this,
Okay,
so.
Alright. Yeah, thank you, Wood, I just wrote signs here with a question mark, and
You
that
can
was
put
definitely
a,
one
you
of
can
them.
put a chain on it too, to see if that helps.
yeah.
Right. But that's, like I said, all I had.
I mean, it's also a liability issue, so, you know,
Well,
we
that's,
don't
kind- you
want
know, that's,
unauthorized people.
it just doesn't make sense
I mean,
to,
this guy's probably innocent, just walking his dog,
Well, I
taking a
think- I
shortcut,
think
but
that's
that's all it
true.
is, but nonetheless.
Right.
Yep.
You know,
Ledge map. Last week, I think you said you had stakes at the
Yeah.
at sites. Do you have a list of
I have the list as well.
sites?
Yep,
And I don't know if we have a good map that we could draw X marks the spot for the contractor to come and look at the path that we're laying out for them to come next month and start hammering these things.
well, like I said, I could drive around with them or show them,
Do I have the list?
I don't have a list,
Do
oh, I have it.
unless it's an older something. you
It's
sent.
older, I did
It
last
is.
year, but I could, I
Okay,
have it sitting right on the
I can
table.
find it.
I have it's sitting right on the table, I'll throw it in the mailbox.
I thought this
Yeah.
was a new list that you were.
No,
Yeah, I was
Compiling.
gonna say, if you can give us the addresses, then we can work on getting a map set up so that people know where to,
Well,
you know.
if the stakes are out there, I just need the list in my hand, drive around, see what
Right.
the stakes are,
Yeah.
and then I'll make the map on
Yep.
something.
yeah,
Should have something that
Oh, I
has the whole
getcha.
village on it that I can mark it out and say, then
Yeah.
we'll discuss, here's where we think he drops his excavator off on gravel,
Mm.
and here's the path he goes of least damage to
yeah, I mean,
uninvolved asphalt.
I know dropping it off up there is a hard thing to do, but
Mm.
like I said, I would start right up on Presidential and then work your way down.
So right now, I would say that we'll probably have him come to West Bagamo,
And then
drop it off at Omega, crawl up Old Town,
and get those ones all the way
get
up.
those up a Lakeview, climb up the S-turn, do the top of Oak Ridge S-turn, Presidential, and then come down the same way.
Right,
So we could tell him to go right up to Presidential and start. We want to make sure that he gets the S-turn, which is what this all started with.
well, I was gonna, that's the one
And then
that's
you-
like the only one I haven't marked, cause
You can't mark it, 'cause he won't take a stick.
I haven't tried, but I'm like, well, that's the obvious one, but yeah, right.
What about the other side of the S-turn? You doing any hammering in the, down the opposite side?
Yeah, like before
Really?
that, where it turns to gravel, you talking right up there?
Yeah, the right side of the road above the guardrail,
Right,
before you get to the other side where it originally started with that ledge.
yeah,
So on that side, are you doing any,
I think we could, yeah.
but it's not part of your list
I
right
haven't had
now?
it
No.
marked right now, no.
Because I thought, after last winter, I thought you guys saw that side of the road was throwing water back onto the asphalt.
Really?
Yeah.
So we'll take a look at that
Like
too.
further
then, huh?
down, maybe.
Yeah.
So he was asking me how deep, how long, and I said, well, it's gonna vary how long, and then I said that I think we're just going down a foot, but we're not going down 3 feet into ledge.
No, I don't think so.
So he was happy.
Yeah,
Okay.
Taking a foot out
yeah, I
can
think
be fast for him. Getting
like taking
down,
a foot out.
getting down 3 feet, the top has to be
With the
bigger,
width,
Yeah.
and he
Right. No,
and
that,
he quoted 250 to 3 an hour, depending upon how much actual hammering he's doing.
right.
So I thought, that's kind of strange way to do it is, I understand that those things wear out and they're expensive,
Right.
but if, an hour should be an hour hammering. So,
Mm.
there are contractors that are hard to nail down to an agreement contract.
Yes.
So I'll work that out with them. So if I can get that list, that's where I'll start.
Yep.
And we'll get a map. I told them we'd have something for them by this coming Friday.
Okay.
So that we can nail down the schedule and an agreement
Right.
way in advance of next month. Okay, let's see. Where Adable Borden comes into Bristolstock, there's gravel.
Yep.
That is deceivingly rough.
Yeah.
Looking at it as you're driving towards it, looks fine.
Yeah.
You get on it, it'll
Right.
loosen your dentures.
Yeah.
And then I think I mentioned at the bottom of Bristolstock, there's, where the pavement ends,
Yes.
it's pretty rough there, right at the end of the
Well,
pavement.
that's something again that we're doing is backing up. That we have to do is back up every spot where the hot top meets the pavement. Or
'Cause the water
the
comes-
gravel meets the hot top.
Right.
You know, it's always stuff that we do every winter or every fall
To
for
smooth
winter
it out.
because if you don't have a smooth transition, you trip an edge. And that'll send
So in the
you-
overall, with the time you have left, you're in pretty good shape.
Yes.
Good.
I
I
think so.
think.
I think so too.
And how's the calcium chloride holding up?
Good. We're getting to the point where we'll probably. I don't. You know, if we're gonna have them come up, I want to have it. You know, on the emptier side. So we've been laying it out there
Yeah.
in where needed. So we'll probably be getting it filled up within the next week or two.
Okay, so it's
3
pretty
weeks.
close there.
Yes, it's getting close.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
To get some more of that in house. Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else for Jeff?
No?
Nope.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything on the, anything on the grinder on?
Jeff.
Anything on the grinder on
the pavement.
Linden? Did you
No.
have a chance to look at that yet?
I'll give them a call.
Okay.
I'll get in touch with
Okay.
Coleman's on that one.
Very good.
All right.
Thank you. Run before I think of something.
Yeah.
So now at 9:33, we move to commissioners' reports. I did not call Allstate to get an appointment to get a quote on chip sealing Blinden. I was recalling when we did Idlewise Drive back in 2013, that they recommended that we have anything over 1/4 of an inch crack sealed first. So we contracted someone down in the Rochester area to crack seal. And the weather delayed it, and all of a sudden the schedule for having the chip sealing, which required the crack sealing to happen first, was
Jeez.
getting pushed out because the crack sealing hadn't happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought to myself, I want to avoid that again, because that really stunk.
What happens first?
Crack sealing.
Crack sealing is a application of a black sealer that goes into
Yeah,
into the
you
cracks.
see it on the roads.
Yes.
Yes.
You see it on our roads.
Yeah.
That has to be done, they recommend that gets done before they come in chip sealing. Chip
Oh.
sealing is they have a truck spray an asphalt sticky product over the entire road.
Oh.
Then they bring in crushed bluestone and cover the road, cover the sticky road with this stuff and roll it in.
Wow.
And the rock breaks up and it goes down into any crack that's smaller than 1/4 of an inch.
Yep.
And it sealed the road.
Wow.
That was supposed to prolong the life of Idlewise Drive by 3 years
Oh.
in 2013. We were hoping to get 5. So now it's been
Mm.
12.
Yeah. Wow.
12 years, which I don't even think the chip sealing guys want to hear that. So you do that when you have a road that's still in pretty good shape and you can prolong the life by 3 years
Yeah,
or 5
Wow.
or 12. And that road does not get used like Otherwise Drive gets used.
Correct.
Otherwise Drive gets heavy trucks
Yes.
on it all the time.
Yep.
Belinda does not. So I want to get a crack sealer quote
Yeah.
first. And then I might suggest that we crack seal Belinda next year, we chip seal it the following year. But get the crack sealing done, that will prolong the life of it. And then
okay,
chip sealing will definitely add on to that. So that's my current thinking is,
Okay.
so I'm gonna make a motion that we approve getting a quote on crack sealing the entire length of Blinden for cracks greater than 1/4 of an inch wide.
Second.
Discussion? All in
No, that's the
favor?
proper process, so.
yeah,
How do you vote?
Aye.
Right.
3-0 on getting a quote to crack seal Blinden. I think Lugano is beyond.
Yeah.
Lugano needs to be completely rebuilt. It needs to have big rocks taken out from under the road.
wow,
It'd be a waste of an investment paving that again. We need to patch it up for this winter, but then we need a long-term plan where we crush up all of the asphalt on that road, and then we dig, I believe there's pretty good sized boulders that keep pushing themselves up during the winter process. That make spider web cracking. And I don't wanna asphalt over that and have those continue to destroy the investment in that, so. I don't know about any other paved roads, we should discuss that with,
that condition,
the
yeah,
DPW. Maybe there's portions of Aspen that could be done.
Okay, but when that happens, we need to make sure that we have the proper water main tie-in to that house we discussed last week with Ian. He's got the temporary fix.
Yes, we wouldn't wanna do the big Lugano project
Yes, until
without,
that's done
without
first.
fixing that,
Right.
yes.
Do you have like sort of a time frame in your head where that should be tackled? We're talking next year, 2 years down the road?
I think right now, we voted, we had a discussion, we voted last week to have them put a curb stop valve in near the main on Idlewise Drive, so that they could shut that existing bogus 3/4 inch main, we're
Right.
calling it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would fix the connection. I think we have plenty of time to go back and do that, to fix the actual connection
Yeah.
to the Lugano 2-inch main to the house.
right,
But because they pinched the pipe to solve the latest problem in the exact same area that they had to fix it, which I'm assuming that it was pinched to, I don't want them to pinch the pipe out near the Idlewise main. I
Right.
want them to have to shut the system down, so there's no pressure on those pipes, they don't have to pinch the pipe. That they then go down, find that 3/4 inch line coming off the Idlewise Drive main, put the curb stop valve in there,
yeah, okay,
and now we're set. If we have another problem on Lugano with the 3/4 inch bogus main, they can
They can
shut
shut it
that
off.
Shut it
off
down.
without shutting off the entire water system for everybody. Or pinch. I wanna get them away from having to pinch the pipe, pinch a plastic pipe. And we really didn't discuss that with them, that was just passing conversation.
yeah,
But I think,
But
I
you sent him an email about that,
and
yeah.
I haven't seen him respond, so he must be busy somewhere with that, but we'll nail that down. I'm working on a request for reimbursement for 2025. I've got all of the material that the DPW has purchased from Coleman and from GW Brooks. We'll get this next one, calcium, in on this. But I've got $9,000 worth, closer to $10,000 worth of materials purchased this year. So 75% of that is like $6,600.
Mhm.
And that's without 3 men's labor, the use of the trucks.
Right.
This
All
is
the
just
other-
materials.
This is
Just
just
materials.
materials. I'm putting in their time now, and I have their increased hourly rates for this year, and Tony's part-time doesn't have a benefits package, but I'm using the percentage of the benefits package, which is 157% of the hourly wage for each hour. And now I have to go through all of his reports and match them up against hourly, and say what piece of equipment they were using on each hour, and lay that all out. We haven't heard anything from we haven't seen a direct deposit notification coming from FEMA yet. So now it's September, we're mid-September.
But there was an email where she said there's gonna be 2 separate checks, payments.
She said they were combining the amount, and she said checks, but we know that that's actually direct deposit that they do.
Right.
So I think what they're telling her is they're gonna issue a payment for reimbursement for one ACH transfer for some dollar amount. I don't know how many of my requests they're gonna be putting into this one, but it's getting kind of late.
And they break it down too when they send it.
Yeah, but the end of the government fiscal year is September 30th.
What I'm trying to do is figure out, and I keep dropping the idea, is that while Stewart's machine is still in your driveway,
Yes.
are you starting to decorate it for Christmas? Or-
I said, Stuart, I got a check and I've got a excavator waiting for you, and he laughed at that. He said, okay, well, I'll come get the check today. What, not the excavator? No,
I
I'll
wish
get that next
I
week.
wish there was a way he could drive it out of there and go do ditching for us,
No kidding.
FEMA ditching. But I don't know a way that he's not damaging a road,
It's gotta be on a truck, yeah, he's gotta put it on a
Yeah.
flatbed.
and that's
He can't drive it on,
a lot of money.
yeah,
So I'm sure he's trying to figure out how to get it from one paying job to another paying job.
right. And he did say, he told me he was gonna pick it up this week, early this week, but early I thought was gonna be Monday, and it wasn't picked up yesterday, and I just looked, I saw something on my Arlo alert, and I looked in, maybe he's picking it up now. No, it's still there.
So I should call him and see if he has a couple of days between now and his next job, between taking it out of your driveway and going to his next job. If there's another 2 days, he did a lot in 2 days,
Yeah.
including digging 3 13-foot deep test holes.
Mhm.
We wouldn't be doing that again. If we got 2 days, it would be 2 days of straight ditching. So I think we got reimbursed for the Baden-Bergdorf culverts. And I'd like to see what that dollar amount is. If I call him and he's got 2 days, should I try to get him to mobilize out of your driveway to a priority digging site?
Which is where,
I don't know yet.
I don't know yet, okay. When we're talking, Little Shore, wasn't that where, what was the next? All right, it doesn't matter now, I'm trying
From the
to,
highway department, the 3 priorities that they were gonna do, that was including gravel. That was Hutwell, West
West
Bergamo,
Bergamo, yep.
and Appleton
Burn.
Way.
Oh,
I'm thinking West Bergamo. But I'd like to talk to them about that, because that's also got hammering
oh,
on West Bergamo.
The hammering, we're looking at it when it's colder, so maybe next month.
Oh, yes, that's what I'm saying, is the hammering is happening next month. He'll be ditching that before the hammering actually
Okay.
happened.
Yeah.
And I should tell Jeff, the hammering is gonna have our highway department taking the hammered rock
Out.
out. So it's gonna be our backhoe and our trucks working with the hammering
Right.
Right.
excavator in October. So, let me call Stuart and see whether any of this is even possible.
Okay,
But you get the concept of I'll try to get him, if he's got the opening, to move his machine out of
Right.
your driveway to
Right.
West Bergamo and get a couple of days of him and his machine on West Bergamo.
right. If he really needed that machine badly, he would have picked it up already, so I
Yes.
think this,
yeah, now's the time for the
Well, if he
inquiry.
used Big Loop, he could get up there.
he'd be crawling down Idlewise Drive with his track machine. Now, our guys could fix it, but now they're not fixing other roads, they're coming back and fixing that. I'd like to avoid, I don't know whether we know it's $1,000 to get the machine from his location on East Conway Road into Idlewise and get it back or to his next site. That's what I was trying to avoid. But we can't have our guys off getting ready for winter to go and backtrack him
Right,
when we don't have to do that. Let me talk to him.
yeah,
All right, so in either case, it's a bad idea to drive that thing on any of our roads, even the dirt ones.
But
Yeah.
because it opens up the road. Now if it rains while those tracks are in the road and trucks drive on top of it, it starts to really wreck the
Yeah.
gravel road.
Yeah.
Those will rut. I guess I'm kind of looking for approval if I can come up with something to go ahead and do 2 days of Stewart. And that was 9,500 for 2 days last time. This is too hurried. Let's not let.
Well, we're gonna go over the budget later. We can maybe look at the line items, because
Okay.
just at we're in really good position right now, just from my quick perusal and checking budget against underexpended, overexpended, percentage of the year and all that stuff. We're looking good. So let's bring that up when we're going over the budget.
It's pretty amazing that with all the stuff that we've done this year and last year, how the budget is much better
Yeah,
than it,
been in a
what
long
goes
time.
on. Anybody have time to analyze that?
I don't think you need to. I
You talk
really
about
don't.
well, it's,
a legacy examination?
it's,
No,
it's
thank you.
paying attention to what's
Yeah.
important and what's not,
Right.
you know?
So I already covered that I got the signs in and we
Yep.
covered that with them.
Yep,
And I'll stop there.
okay.
What do you got, Widow?
I don't have anything.
Okay,
One thing, I think that we should talk about sometime asking Granite State Analytical, not analytical, Granite State, what's the water association we belong to? They're sending us emails saying they can assist us in pursuing grants.
Oh, that grant one that they
Yeah.
keep, that's the Greater Water, the name escapes me.
I can never remember it either. Who remembers of it?
Find it in here somewhere.
The uranium project,
Yep.
treatment project. I'd like to see if they say, yeah, that's a project that the state might approve a grant for, or not.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
think the
get on
deadline
it,
is
'cause
October
it is.
3rd.
Third,
So you
yeah,
gotta
I
get
saw
on-
something
you
where there
gotta
was a
kinda
real-
get on it, yeah.
Can you send them an email saying that we're looking at a possible $30,000 uranium treatment
Yeah,
project investment? And whether they think that's something that we should pursue
Pursue.
a DES grant on?
yeah,
is that Granite State Rural Water?
yes, thank you.
Just
Okay.
rolls off your tongue, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You okay with her
Yes,
sending an
Yeah,
email asking
yeah.
about that? Okay.
Yep.
Nancy, you wanna go over things?
yeah, I put together draft 3 for the driveway ordinance. I don't know if anybody had a chance to actually look at it. And I just wanted to get this out so that I can get guidance for any further changes. And one of the changes from the last time we looked at it, we talked about putting a limit on a permit being renewed or extended. And we didn't actually put a number, so I gave it once. because that gives them 2 years. The first year and the next year. And after 2 years, that's where you're looking into the possibility of bonds expiring and septic designs getting towards, I mean, they're usually 4 years, but it depends on when they start.
Yeah, there's a
So
lot,
sometimes we
yeah.
run into the septic design has expired,
Yeah.
and things of that. So I figured the 2 years, you know, the 1 year, the initial year, and then the 1 year renewal, made sense to me. So I simply just put it in.
I'm in agreement with that.
So that's one of the,
And refresh my memory, wasn't there like one whole addition, something, some circumstance came up that we thought we should add completely to the driveway?
If you're are you talking about the class 6? The restriction, the notice of restriction for class 6?
Yeah, that seems to ring a bell.
Yeah. We did talk about last time too, about having that incorporated.
And that entailed, refresh my memory, with the class 6.
Yeah. Right. I found the notice that we used to use that somehow got lost. Found it, Nancy said that's it. So that's the one that we need to start using, that owners can present that with their application and, you know, move forward when they present for a building permit with Madison.
And the gist of that was that they're
informed of the notices of restriction on a class 6 road, what it means.
what it means, and that there was,
Right, and it's
Okay.
gotta be signed and it's notarized and the whole bit.
okay. So that still needs to be added to the existing, the driveway ordinance, that's a still work in progress here, right?
so my thought is that will become exhibit 4.
Okay.
Because exhibit 1 is the application.
Yep.
Exhibit 2 is one that I still haven't found a better drawing of. And it talks about the house and radius, deals mostly with the radius of the driveway. And then exhibit 3 is the one that gives us the good information as far as the grade, the negative grade going into the platform, if it's steep enough, you know, that's all in exhibit 3.
Yeah,
So I was thinking exhibit 4 would become the class 6
Notice.
road waiver,
yeah.
if applicable.
So you're calling it notice. Hasn't it always been called waiver?
It is a waiver.
Is this the waiver that gets recorded with Carroll County
Yes.
Registry of Deeds?
It is.
So, call it waiver. so
Okay.
that- Just so I know what we're
I'm
talking about.
mentioning that because it is named on the Madison. It's called the notice of restriction.
That's a good
Is what
point.
they're calling it.
Okay. What does ours say?
I don't have a copy of ours because I thought it was gonna be included in your draft.
Oh, I didn't have a copy to put in.
Oh, but you said it was identical, other than.
It is,
was
it's
just-
the same as Madison's.
Right, just substituted Madison, Idlewise for
Yeah, just.
Madison.
Right.
So,
So I sent you one of the better drawings, I think.
Yes,
Like,
I have a much better exhibit 3, but I don't know
I'll
how
give you
to.
a better number 2.
Okay, I don't know how to swap them.
Right,
I'm gonna
so,
need help with that.
so you have it in a Word document. I can change this Word document
yeah.
with the drawings.
Okay, that would be awesome.
And what's the bigger plan here? When do you wanna put this as a hearing and actually move on this? Wanna drive a stake in the sand roughly as to?
Well, the point is to get it as close as we wanted to, for now, and present it to the lawyer for review.
So,
So,
let's drive a stake in the sand as to when you wanna have a draft to send to the attorney.
beginning of October,
Okay.
second week?
Okay.
second week in October. So by October 7th, we'll decide, on the 7th, we'll shoot to voting to send a draft to the attorney for review. And that, when the attorney's done with that, then we're ready to have a hearing.
Yes,
And
Yeah.
I'd like to do it before the snow on the ground for people.
yes, I would like to,
Wow.
I would
That's
definitely
sooner than
like
I
to
thought
do
it
that
was.
as
Yeah,
well.
that'd be great.
So I'm gonna take this draft and I'll put higher quality DOT drawings into it.
That would be awesome.
And I'll put my initials in the name of it so we know that that's the version that has the new drawings,
Yes,
the updated drawings in it. And we'll work on that. Do you put the date in? Oh, you put the date in, so that's all I need to do is change the date in the document name, okay. So October 7th is the goal for getting this to the attorney.
okay, so anything else that you noticed that was blatantly missing? Or that needs to be tweaked a little bit more?
I don't have anything for you today.
Yeah, I need to study it more, I think.
Let's review it again next week,
Yeah.
Okay,
which means
Okay.
I'll have the ones with the new drawings for you to review for next
incorporate,
week
yeah.
too.
okay. Do you have a copy, Word copy of the Class
Yeah,
6?
and I did send it to you, it's just not on letterhead.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
You wanna, okay, so we have it?
Yeah,
All right,
when I found it,
I was gonna say, cause then
I
we
sent
can,
it to
we
you.
can add that too.
So if you send that out, I'll put it into the draft with the drawings.
Yep, I'll find it and send it again.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep,
If you think I have it, I could search for it too.
yeah.
And you would call it a notice in your email.
Huh?
Is that- You would be calling it a notice in your email for the search that I'm doing.
I'm not sure,
Okay, alright.
possibly, or restriction,
Okay,
something along those lines.
all right.
All right, great.
Anything else?
Um,
So
What
we're gonna
else?
shoot for, we're gonna shoot for October 7th meeting, Tuesday, October 7th, to send a draft at that time. If we're ready, we're gonna decide whether we're ready enough to send this draft to the attorney.
Okay,
With the idea that the attorney reviews it, we get it back, and we try to schedule a public hearing for
Yeah.
the change
right.
before there's snow on the ground. So we don't wanna get this out into December, we wanna get this into.
get it into play?
Like the first week in November.
Yep.
Yep.
Could be snow, but not bad.
Well, the first snow last year was Thanksgiving, so.
Now, is this
Maybe we'll
something that I
get-
can just send to the attorney and then schedule, I mean, if she's got questions, schedule a,
We will, when we're ready to send it to her,
Yeah.
we will send it to her. She will have time to review it, and then she will send us written, suggestions.
We don't
Okay.
Shall we
schedule a
say.
hearing until we've got the thing back and see if
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
of
make any
course.
changes to it.
Right.
Anything else?
No, that was my homework for the week.
Okay. Very good. Let's see. So now at 9:59, we'll go to number 6, which is the water. And we talked about Lugano.
yeah, so you keep saying that you voted on last meeting about, there was no vote, there was no
I thought you were
official
telling me
vote.
yesterday there was a vote. No?
No, we're talking about a completely different Lugano would never had a vote.
Oh,
for
that's
this.
right. It was the mess up with the numbers on
Correct,
That's what we were talking about.
Right.
We talked about a lot of things yesterday.
yeah.
including the next subject on this, which is, we haven't heard back from the water operator as to whether he's been in contact with this SCADA company.
Correct.
Yeah.
Can we
I think we,
send an email to him, see if he's heard from him, and if not, we will contact,
Which is what we told him we'd do.
yep,
If he didn't have success with him, we would,
yes. So that, do we want to word it that asking him first and waiting for him to respond, or can we say, we haven't heard from you, we're gonna contact the SCADA company?
I think that's the way we should word it.
okay,
Unless he calls us right away and says, oh no, I did hear something. But otherwise, we should just proceed and call.
I will send that email,
yes, please.
copy the officer.
Okay, so,
I'm gonna
Can-
say, we haven't heard from you, we're going to call unless you get back to us quickly, you know, because we need to get this.
Yes,
straightened out.
it's gotta
absolutely.
get
It's been
straightened
another
out.
week.
This has gotta be squared away ASAP, yes,
Okay, I'm sorry, but can I get back to the Lugano and
Yeah.
okay.
sure.
So there really, last week, there was not an official vote made on what Ian was to do, but your email did basically outline, well, it had questions, but it sort of outlined what you were looking for it to be done.
So we could make a motion
So,
that we're
yes,
gonna
please.
approve a CV curb stop valve to be installed at the Idlewise main where the 3/4 inch line goes to the first house in Lugano.
Yeah.
Which I think is number 3. That we want the system shut down, that water main to be depressurized, and a curb stop valve to be installed on that 3/4 inch line.
Yes.
Second. Because that was made in the form of a motion.
It
Yes.
was, it
So-
should be.
Yes.
Yep, so second,
All right, that seems to be the most sensible way to do it.
Yes.
All in favor?
Thank you.
aye,
3-0 on that.
Excellent,
yeah.
okay.
We'll move to number 7 then. At 10:02, there's no public appearances.
Yeah, there was a gentleman here, but he left.
I saw him talking to Jeff afterwards out in the parking lot.
Oh,
Oh,
gotcha.
maybe that's what he needed.
Um, Administrators report, 2025 budget. Is this where you want us to review this?
Yep.
Or do you have something?
It's next on the agenda, I don't have anything else.
Okay,
Prior
so
to that.
discuss budget. So Dinah, we're gonna be on the budget now.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Just wanna make sure you're aware of that. In case we need
Good.
we need your input.
Thank you, good enough for me.
We'll start with the executive line, and we have 14,700 budgeted, we've spent 10,000, we have $4,075 left to go, and where are we in the calendar? We are beginning the 4th quarter?
It doesn't include payroll or anything that was paid this week.
Okay.
Right, but as of September 9th.
Yes,
We were just a little bit, about 79% of the fiscal year is complete. So I put percentages in all these,
Yeah.
so I can give you that if you want.
yeah.
But, just if you take the total operating budget,
Then why don't you go through it? Why don't you
Okay.
take over going through it?
all right, well, let's start with the big number first, okay? If you go to the bottom line of the operating budget, the budget was $819,999. We have expensed through September 9th, $407,206, which constitutes 49.7% of the approved budget. And again, we are a little over 79% through with this fiscal year. So that's operating budget. Let's go through the big items, okay?
Give me that again. You have, the approved budget was $819,999.
Yep, we've spent $407,206.
Yep.
okay? So that spent to approved is 49.7%.
So we're 79% of the way through the fiscal year,
Yeah,
and we haven't spent half the budget.
that's correct.
Okay.
Of the operating budget.
Right.
Okay? If you look at the entire budget, which includes water,
Yep.
then yes, we're about 51.2%. So we're a little over halfway spent.
So water dragged it up.
Yes. Yes, water was 55.9% of its total budget. 144,000 was spent in the water. The budget was 258,000. So that's 55.9%.
And then the water itself, grand totals, that we budgeted 258,008.
Correct?
We've spent 144,260.
283, which again is just really 56%. We've spent 56% of the approved water budget. So, when you look at the big picture, we're looking good. But if we go, let's take a look at I'm gonna go just the really big ticket items, which is really highway
Yeah.
and streets. So let's take a look at highway and streets. So, when you take a look at just full-time staff, so these are salaries, right? Okay. So salaries of full-time staff just in the DPW department, 46% of the budget has been spent. Part-time staff, 71.7%. So when we're talking Tony, we're getting, almost 3/4 of the way through with him. On-call comp, 69%. Overtime, 38%. Bonus, 72.5%. So that's just, those are salaries, and those are kind of like always known figures. Let's take a look at the ones that are wild cards. For trucks, all the trucks, we budgeted 50,000. Year to date, we have spent $31,548, which constitutes 63% of that budget was spent.
So that's not only trucks, that's the backhoe and the grader too.
Yeah, international grader, backhoe, and the 2 Rams, and other. And
Well, that's pretty amazing.
we don't budget for each of those individual pieces of rolling stock. We just say 50,000 for all of it,
Right.
okay?
But with all the work that's been done on the Rams, that budget is not so bad.
No, we still have, what,
18.
18,000 we can spend on repairs and maintenance between now and the end of the year. And again, so we spent 63%, but we're already 79% through, 70, no, what did I say, 79? Can't remember my own. Yeah, 79% through with the year. Fuel, let's look at this, some of the fuel, we have spent 42% of the budget. 10,500 is what we spent, 25,000 was the budget. Repairs, maintenance, supply, shop, we've spent 49% of the budget, or $7,358 to $15,000 budgeted. Salt, I guess here's the big one coming up into winter, toward the end of this fiscal year. We spent 41.8% of the budget, so we spent 7,532 to 18,000 budgeted.
That's
So-
great
So we
because
still have 10,000 for almost 10,500 left.
January, February, March is already paid,
Yep.
and that budget's still looking pretty good.
Yeah, so mainly we're looking at November and December.
Right, it'll be sometime probably before Thanksgiving that they'll
Stock up.
order to stock up. So we will have at least one double truckload or
Okay.
tri-whaler or whatever they use,
Triaxle.
to bring in to get us set for winter, and probably the same with sand.
Well, okay, well, no, sand, we've already spent 76.4% of the budgeted amount. We've spent $6,875 on sand, we budgeted $9,000, so we only have in that budget line item $2,125, but, you know, I guess we, the board, have the ability to shift around budgetary line items.
You don't actually shift anything in the budget, you allow everything to hit the actual line that it would be you know, and then you over expend those lines.
Right,
What that does is that allows us to see what
adjustments we should
what
make next year.
adjustments we need to make moving
For the
forward.
budget, yes, okay.
So you don't actually rearrange anything on the budget itself,
Right.
you just allow those lines to go
Got it.
over.
Okay, but seeing the fact that we've spent less than 50% of the total operating budget, we have
Yeah,
a
we're
lot of
good.
leeway, okay.
Yeah, we're
okay.
good.
Culverts and basins, we budgeted 2,000, we've only spent about $630, so we're only 31.5% expended there. Let's take a look.
So where did Belmore get built, what account did Belmore get charged to?
What would that be, subcontract equipment?
Is this to
Yeah.
buy culverts and basins and repair of them went to another line item?
Yeah, the other would have gone under subcontracted.
Okay.
So yes, that was my question. I'll jump right ahead. Subcontract equipment. We budgeted $2,500, we've spent $6,000, so we're
That's what it
240%
is.
over.
Yep,
That's, here's
That's-
an example of what she was saying. is
Yes, yes.
Right.
Properly account for that.
Okay,
right.
okay. Gravel, big important one. We budgeted $20,000. We've spent less than 50% of that so far, $9,066, or 45% of what we budgeted has so far been spent.
And all the recent gravel purchases are already in here.
yes.
That's really good.
Then communications equipment repairs, we budgeted $1,100. We've only spent a little less than $300, or 26.6% of the budget. Dust control and others, so this is the calcium chloride, right?
Yep.
We budgeted $14,000. We spent $5,305, or basically 38% of what we budgeted. And Jeff said he wanted to buy another load of calcium chloride.
Right.
So we got, and each
So we
load
got
of that costs what? Every time we buy that, so that's a couple thousand. We got the money, we still have, what, we still have $8,694.
It's, if you want, I can tell you right away here, if I pull it up, because I just,
Remember, that was kind of expensive, but it wasn't,
Is it- I think
it wasn't
it's-
$8,694.
it's $1.70, I believe, I'm gonna verify right now, it's $1.72 a gallon, and we buy 3,000 gallons at a time. Let me just make sure that's right, cost summary. Materials. It's $1.72 a gallon, we bought 3,000 gallons, and that cost us
$5,160.
$5,160, yeah.
Yep,
So-
okay, so we got, with,
Plenty to buy another whole tank,
right,
Right.
we can get change back from
and
our
that doesn't freeze
McDonald's Happy Meal there, so.
through the winter.
Okay, good. Asphalt, another
Here we
big,
go.
big ticket item, but, we have hardly spent anything, less
Well,
than
so
1%.
I'm glad to see this, because I've been struggling with how to deal with getting asphalt done this fall. I think I'm gonna not try to make it one trip by a contractor. I think I wanna get a contractor to work on the roads that can get worked on now, and have that contractor or another contractor, if we can get them to come back after the Aspen Bergdorf water main project is done,
To do,
to do
Aspen?
Aspen after all the equipment is out of there.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Okay,
So I'm gonna get quotes on getting stuff done with the hopes of getting by next week, I'm asking you to approve a contract. I doubt I can get it done that fast, cause I don't know how fast I can get them to come and look
Yeah.
at things, but
okay, but the point is, we have almost the entire
Yes.
budget still left to go there.
that's really great.
$24,763 left.
And a lot of that which is done with the first contract that I hope to get done as quick as possible, is 75% reimbursable by FEMA.
Right.
Nice.
Lugano is not, Aspen is not,
Right.
but the 7 roads that they have already defined are reimbursable.
So when you take a look at everything in the highway and streets, the entire budget there was $410,000. We have spent $199,881, or 48.7% of the entire, really the biggest ticket item in the operations part of the budget. Less than half. Everything else is sort of just chump change. They're fixed, the bonds and interest are all fixed costs. We know what that is, we don't need to go over that. Street lighting, we've only spent 34% of the budgeted, or $786 of the 2,300 budget. Parks and recreation, we spent 46% of the 8,000 budget, or 3,692, with what, one more bill due for the porta potties. Okay. So again, the entire operating budget, we've spent 49.7% of what we budgeted. And we are 79% of the way through the year.
And we have $92,000 worth of reimbursements out to FEMA and growing.
Good.
Let's take a look at the warrant articles. She's got that in the last sheet.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
We're not gonna use the
The loan.
number 2 loan of 50,000. We're gonna possibly carry this forward into next fiscal year.
Yes.
We haven't used any of the roads and ditching budget. This is where we're gonna pay for the hammering.
Right.
Yep.
Grissom Culvert Engineering.
Well, we've got that covered with the FEMA money, right? That 48,000? Wasn't that for the Grissom Culvert Architectural and Engineering?
I did send an email to Nick asking him how life is treating him
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
and possibly get together with him. We've never done a Zoom with him. That might work for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. See
Might
if we
save him
can
from driving, having to drive here. We can get a lot done with
get a
him.
good conversation about where everything's at because we have a lot of projects on his plate,
Yes.
so to get updates would be good.
IT services. That's in pretty good shape, huh?
Yep.
Yep.
We've spent 40% of the warrant article budget there.
Mm-hmm.
Scanner copy is looking good.
Yep. 61% we spent so far of that budget.
And there's more money for gravel with warrant article number 9. We've spent $67.50.
Now,
Mhm.
refresh my memory, was that 13,000, was that the approval to get money from the, that was not spent last year?
Correct.
Okay. So, yeah, we spent 52%.
Meaning that was funded out of the unassigned fund balance?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was the under, because we didn't spend as much as we expected.
So for accounting purposes, should we, as we buy gravel, do you happen to know off the top of your head what it was that we charged the $67.50? No. I'm thinking if this takes it out of the unassigned fund balance and we have a line item for gravel that is still in great shape, then we're hitting the line item out of the budget and leaving this warrant article so that we're not taking it out of the unassigned fund balance.
We could do that, because gravel, like I said, we've only spent 45% of the
Either way, I guess it's-
budgeted amount of 20,000.
Either way, it stays in this unassigned fund, or goes to the unassigned fund balance. If it's left over, if we vote it that way, if it's left over at the end of the, whatever budget money's left over at the end of the year, we vote to put it into the unassigned fund balance or not.
That's a Nancy question.
I'm saying this is, we have a warrant article that right now has $6,250 remaining out of a $13,000 budget for gravel.
Uh-huh.
We have a line item in the operating budget.
Correct.
It doesn't matter which one we use, for the rest of the year. Which line, whether we charge the line item or we charge this warrant article.
But it looks like we've been charging both.
Right, that's why I asked if
Yeah,
she knew off the
there's,
top of her head
there's
why
a reason why I was charged there,
we just,
but I just,
yeah, I wouldn't expect you to.
So in other words, if the warrant article wasn't charged, then the gravel budget, which is currently listed at $9,066, would go up by $6,750.
Uh-huh.
At which point we'd be nearly
Ex-
done, we'd be coming close to the 20,000 budget.
Right.
Okay. So,
Well, QuickBooks might give you a clue as to,
yeah, I can.
What we charge that, I guess?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so let's not linger on this.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Overall,
Okay.
we have lots of
We-
room for buying gravel.
Yeah.
yes.
We've got a lot of wiggle room here.
yeah.
Very good. We all set with that?
Yeah.
Are you done with water as well? Did you wanna specifically go over water items, or are you good?
Yeah, I mostly look at the bottom line
Yeah.
for water, and it's looking pretty good.
And this is covering all of the expenditures that we had to make on the Grissom and Aspen area because of the lack of documentation.
Yes.
The work that we had the water operator do with the excavator is all against line items of the.
Correct.
What?
Yes,
So that's not so bad. It's not good that we didn't have the documentation, which led to expenditures like that, but it didn't crush the budget.
Right, and the one big thing with water services is we haven't gotten a bill yet for the new computer.
Uh-huh.
So that 20,000 that is listed as available, 15% or 15,000 is already accounted for, as in, we know we're gonna spend that.
yeah,
Another thing I noticed while we're talking about that is the new computer that is in the office for the SCADA system has a large display with it,
Mm-hmm.
and the old system has a large display with it. I question why we bought a new display.
I
It's
believe they
convenient for them.
transferred.
Hmm?
I believe they transferred most of the information and the drawings and that type of stuff from,
no, he's talking about the physical.
Computer
display, the
monitor.
screen.
oh, the
Screen.
physical computer.
Model.
Oh, okay.
We bought a new one, and there's one right there that's soon gonna be available as we decommission the old PC.
I'm thinking it was part of the whole package deal,
You don't have to buy a PC that way.
yeah, well,
If it's a
it's.
component.
they-
When we get the
she's-
bill, I wanna look at it
they
and
want
question them on that then.
Yeah,
We could've come up
There's
with.
a lot of
If
questions.
he needed two monitors while he did the transfer so that he could go between the two systems,
Yeah,
that doesn't
True.
require buying a monitor for it,
correct.
so.
yeah, right. Mm.
Move on the agenda,
Okay,
Mhm.
we're at schedule a day for a call with Mitchell Municipal, conference call. That's the email you got from new members of Mitchell
yes.
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 The referred members of her group, yep. To discuss the remaining items that,
Yeah, the two remaining items that
Yeah.
are listed on the email.
yep,
We're having a lot of meetings, huh?
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of meeting minutes.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. So, I don't know if you guys are ready to set a date that I can present to them,
I'm
or
waiting for Woodard
what?
to throw out the first date for us to,
They wanted to do it toward the end of this week.
Yes, but
And we're already
I
at
mean,
Tuesday, the 16th.
yeah, and you guys got meetings.
I can do Thursday morning or Friday afternoon, that's
We're
all.
already booked Thursday morning.
You're zooming to Jason Dennis.
That's right, that's
Right.
right.
At 9, and then you're doing a review.
Darn it, I knew
You're
it.
doing an employee review after that.
Right,
Write that into your
Yeah,
book.
yeah. 9/8 for Jason?
9, yeah.
Okay,
We
so
let
now
you
that,
think you have more available time than you really
no,
do.
no, my mistake, I probably put it on the electronic, I didn't put it in the written one, which is always the first one. And, employee, okay. So that, for me, that leaves basically just Friday afternoon, next week I'm wide open, so far.
Next week is better for me.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we request next week?
Oh, wait a minute. It's actually the week after, it's more wide open.
Oh.
Monday is not good for me,
Yeah, Monday is out for me, we're talking the 22nd, right?
and Friday morning is not good for me.
That's not good for me either. But we have a meeting, a regular meeting, a week from today. We wanna try and schedule
How
for a
about-
week from today?
Yes. Tuesday afternoon, the 23rd,
Sure.
at our usual 2 o'clock Zoom time.
Unless he observes Rosh Hashanah, first day of Rosh, well, that just starts at sundown, so we're okay.
Okay,
So,
that doesn't mean they can do it.
possible
Presenting.
Mitchell
Yeah,
at 2 PM,
correct.
Zoom. To be confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that moves us on to old business, Chicora View Drive.
Yeah, I don't, did you guys get back out there? Because you talked last week about.
Yes, we did.
did.
Yes.
And our
okay.
conclusion was it needs to be ditched?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Our conclusion was everything below the pavement on Chicora Review needs to be properly ditched.
On both sides.
Okay, has anybody talked to Jeff about it? Or,
Nope.
okay,
We're not making it a priority, but that's the
Right.
solution
Right.
for the questioning that we have about what's going on there.
Right.
okay, what about the driveway situation? Was there any confirmation as to what vehicles may have been parked
We don't
on
care.
otherwise
Wait.
property?
If we're gonna ditch it, we figure that's
We're gonna ditch
gonna-
it, and they're not
Alright.
driveways,
Sounds
so we're
good.
ditching it,
Yep.
and good luck trying to use it as a driveway.
Okay.
It's not really a driveway, it's just
I
a
know.
parking,
Yeah,
Right, and once it's properly ditched,
yeah,
they'll have a very difficult time trying
Okay.
to get across it. And should they try, then we'll go after a potential driveway permit
yeah,
that would have
Okay.
to be on their own land.
yeah,
All set?
all set.
So now we'll go to, there's no correspondence? Oh, signature items,
Yeah.
water dues,
Yes,
water fees, delinquent letter?
Yeah, it's one of the letters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we-
I'm just letting you know that this letter may come back as undeliverable.
That's fine.
Yep.
Alright, I'm just letting you know.
Does it go out certified?
We don't, well, that was my question
We
to
will-
Nancy.
this one, we should do both.
Okay. very
We
good.
will send it regular mail,
Yeah,
noting that it's also being sent certified.
fine.
Because this is the initial notice that says, hey, you've had plenty of time and we haven't heard from you. We're gonna start looking at a court action.
Okay,
Why send two?
but usually
To
that's how it's
increase the chance that the property owner will actually get it. There are property owners that will not pick up
Oh.
certifieds.
Yeah, and
I
we
see,
get it
okay.
back.
So
That's
you
the
give them a
Basically
copy
saying-
through the
yeah.
regular,
It'll say
and-
refused or undeliverable or something
Right.
of that nature.
What does that buy us?
It,
They deny getting the one that wasn't certified and they didn't pick up the certified,
right,
so.
we have to do our due diligence.
right. It's our records of due diligence.
I'll make a motion that we sign this letter and send it as a standard mail and certified mail.
Yep.
Signature required.
Second,
So unfortunately, I didn't make 2 copies, but I can photocopy it.
yeah,
Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
for the-
Yeah,
the
that's
standard.
exactly what you do.
Okay, good.
Seconded it, you vote yes?
Yes, I said second,
Yeah.
and I,
Aye.
3-0.
Okay.
yeah, this
So-
is, we approved this letter earlier in the year.
We sure
Right.
did,
This
yeah.
is the house with the
Yep.
truck in front? Okay.
That would be the one.
So at 10:30, there's no correspondence, there's no appearances, there's no non-agenda items, so I'll make a motion that we go into non-public session to discuss a legal issue and employee matters.
Second,
How do you vote, Nancy?
aye.
How do you vote, what?
Aye.
And I vote aye. Thank you, Carol.
Yep.